So yes, retreat was amazing, and it was actually my very first retreat in my life. Showing up at 52 years old, and I thought, I was kind of like always had to bring my A game in life, and it wasn't until my early 50s that I was like, man, I got some stuff in here that I need to figure out. And so thankfully, Stacy, you're just a huge blessing in my life. And I knew that the things I was dealing with what had a lot to do with not so much bitterness towards people in my life that have betrayed me, but it was more bitterness towards myself in putting up with it for so long and wasting so many years. So that's where kind of I had this depression, and I'm showing up at this retreat like, okay, how do I fix this? I want to move on with my life, and I'm happy outside of being so mad at myself for wasting 17 years of my past. And so the retreat was a huge, huge, just number one, a safe space. I mean, that right there is priceless. To meet all these amazing ladies who we just not only connected, but we were so similar in so many ways, and had a lot of the same experiences and trials in our lives. And so that was amazing, first and foremost. And then just really, I think the retreat, and just you had it so perfectly all set up. It was just like just a beautiful guide in helping me figure out how to be at peace with with my past, and that, I am who I am now because of what I've been through, and that can be a beautiful thing. And so, um, I'm telling you, I walked away from that retreat. I felt free. Before I felt chained to my past as far as emotionally. And so I walked out of there. I felt free. I felt like I could be the Carrie that I'm supposed to be. And it was just a huge blessing. I mean, so many things have changed for me since coming out of that retreat. And I'm sure my husband would say the same thing. He's like, wow, like I'm just who I'm supposed to be. I feel like I've embraced myself in a whole nother level. And so I'm so, so thankful and grateful, Stacy, that you put this retreat together. And I couldn't thank you enough for it. So it's helped tremendously. So thank you.
And I just wanted to say that when I think back on the retreat, it feels like a whole bunch of little schoolgirls, right? All of us having fun, just sitting in a circle, playing games and breathing and learning and growing. And it was like all of us were our younger selves. And then us there, we were like granting the freedom of all the pain and suffering that those little girls felt. So it was like just little kids having fun, and then the future self unpacking all of the other BS. And that's how I think it sits in my head that we were just, first graders running on the playground having a blast. And it felt safe and loving and caring, because when you're kids, like, you don't have judgments. You don't have like all these nasty opinions that the world right now has. And you're just so accepting and forgiving and loving to everyone, because that's who little kids are. And that's what it felt like being there. It wasn't like anyone was judging me and everything that I felt, all the judgments I felt before, but it was just wholesome.
To me, this retreat felt like a bunch of best friends meeting up after 10 years. It was like a friends reunion. Um, I think Stacy did a great job of creating a space and honestly making an environment where we could all bond. And I really feel like everyone I met there was like this long lost friend that I had, best friend that I've had from long ago, and we're catching up and things have happened to us and we've survived and struggled and also just grown up into the woman that we are. Something that I definitely wanted to note though was I have been to a women's retreat before, so I did kind of have a little expectation when I came, and I will say this one, not that there's better retreats out there, but this one really helped me more than any of the other retreats that I've been to because of the open space that Stacy gives to everyone. It's kind of like one of her superpowers of the many powers that she has, because something about my personality is that I kind of feel like other people deserve more time and consideration. And even when going to women's retreats, I tend to listen more than participate because I feel bad that I'm taking away time or opportunity from someone else who needs it more than me. But then it's going back to what Carrie was saying, that like, no, we were all equally worthy, and Stacy gave us all the time and like the patience in the world. And I have never felt so safe and like having a space to contribute. I also join women's support groups, both online and locally. And I've never been able to share a part of myself until I came to this retreat. And I am just so shocked that I was able to share this terrible past that I had, and not just the validation, but just this is where I'm trying to grow. I'm trying to grow into myself, and I just didn't know how to phrase it, like the direction that I wanted to grow, until I met Stacy and the other ladies there. And I'm so grateful that I did share and open up, because I learned so many tools that little did I know, just 2 weeks after the retreat, I encountered some people in my past, and I was able to set up a boundary. I was able to have the courage to face the moment. When I got to my car to leave the situation, instead of staying and keeping myself in an unsafe predicament, I actually was able to leave, go to my car, and I don't think I could have driven home unless I had done the breath that Stacy taught us. I was just so blown away that I actually was able to, I guess, navigate a situation like that and still give myself credit for, I'm still worthy. I got faults, but I'm working through it, and still, I don't know, still keep on going. And I remembered all of y'all's faces too when I went through that moment. Just being able to click with people who understand. And yeah, I just cannot say how grateful I am. This retreat has greatly impacted not only my healing journey, but just my perspective on life. And it is a wonderful experience. If you haven't been and you get the opportunity to go, I highly, highly recommend it. Your life is not meant to be traveled alone. And Stacy and her community, I would not pick anyone else to take this journey of life with. So please try the retreat if you can make it.
I completely agree with what everyone else has said. And I think the idea that we had a space to really just embrace being ourselves, and also the aspects of the range of ages that were there. And not only the range of ages, but the range of where people were. And the fact that we were all chanting at one point when you sang your song, DKOS, different kind of same, and it is, we all are so different, but yet the journeys have this kind of parallel to them, this kind of overlap to them. And the fact that you could be around other people who, without words, just knew what you were talking about, understood where you've been, understood how you feel, understand, that feeling of how am I going to get from here to somewhere else. And that was the environment that was created. I think that one of my big takeaways, because of where I was in my own personal journey, was I loved the balloons, where we talked about, typically in relationships, we kind of have this mindset where we meld with another person. And just that concept of saying, no, melding is not really healthy. It's the freedom and the permission to be who we are. And I think that we got a chance to practice that. We got to see it in action with other people, which I think when other people are modeling that, it's very helpful to help me anyway, say, okay, this is being modeled, this is possible, this is real. And you can then embrace that for yourself and walk that out. And I also want to piggyback on what Diane said. I was also able to bring a lot of what I have learned through the retreat and through the belonging online and bring it into real life. And that's the most important thing. I mean, we can sit here and learn and we can talk about it and we can do all those things intellectually, but until we put them into practice and utilize them in situations where they apply and help, and that's what the retreat helps with as well. So putting things into practice and realizing that we're all different, but we're all really the same. So the work that we're all doing, it doesn't just stop with us. I'm guessing that every single woman that is here who's doing whatever they're doing in their own lives is impacting someone else. This is stuff that it just goes on. It keeps going on. The more we heal, the more we have the ability to impact other people to heal. And the more we understand ourselves, the more we can be that person who, when they are in our presence, we can offer them that knowing without words, that understanding, that all that stuff that, we knew we needed, when all the other people saying, well, we don't really get what you're talking about. We get it now. We can be that person for someone else. And I wanted to say that because this is huge. I mean, if one of us impacts one other person, I mean, how huge is that? I mean, I just find that just spectacular.